One thing I really quickly want to talk about is how to update or delete transactions, because it seems to be quite confusing for a lot of people how that actually works. In general, a transaction is a gas price auction. The higher the gas price, the more likely it gets mined. The higher the priority fee, the more likely it gets mined. If you send the same transaction nonce with a higher gas fee, then you can update it with a higher gas fee, or you can cancel it if you send no data and the to is the same as the from. So just make sure you send the same transaction nonce, because if you send a different transaction nonce, you add a new transaction to the transaction queue and it doesn't get mined unless the one with the lower nonce gets mined or canceled. Okay, so how does this work in MetaMask? Because that's the easy way, and then I show you the hard way. In MetaMask, if you send a transaction, you will get this little transaction queue over here, and you have conveniently two buttons that says speed up or will send the same transaction with the same nonce if you speed up with more gas, or if you cancel it, it will change the to field to yourself, to the same account, and then with a higher gas, and it will get canceled. So if you click this, then it will pop up this cancel transaction thing, and you just select I want to have the high fee or the medium fee, and you click save, and it will send a new transaction with the same nonce, and the blockchain will pick it up because it will then cancel out the one with the lower nonce. But let's say you have just MetaMask installed and you have only access to a private key, which you can import into MetaMask, but you don't have this convenient buttons here. So how can you cancel a transaction then? And let me show you a real world example, because that is something that seems to be, I don't know, have gone wrong somewhere. So I just opened up Etherscan and I had a look at the transaction pool, at the pending transactions, and I picked out one that is pending for 24 days. That's really long. Pending for 24 days. Why is it pending so long? I mean, what's wrong here? The person already sent 1,005 GUI, which is an insane amount of transaction fee, because there is a pending transaction with a lower account nonce. This transaction can only be executed after confirming of the earlier transaction hash. So then I click the earlier transaction hash. Now guess what is there? A transaction with 5 GUI, and it's been pending for 24 days and 6 hours. So somebody probably got nervous, and somebody probably sent another transaction, learned somewhere. If you send the transaction to yourself, then you will cancel it. Wrong. If you send the transaction to yourself with the same nonce, then you cancel it. So how do you do this with MetaMask? Let me quickly walk you through that. First of all, from the pending transaction, you have to click on see more to actually get to the nonce. Click the nonce over here. That's the important number that you want to have. Obviously, you also need to have access to the private key that is the from address. So if you don't have that, there's nothing you can do. Then you go to your MetaMask, you open the settings, you go to the advanced tab, you scroll down, and there you see customize transaction nonce. Turn this on to change the nonce transaction number on confirmation screens. This is an advanced feature, used cautiously. Okay, we are blockchain developers. We can use this cautiously. Still, please use it cautiously, because things can go wrong. So I take no liability here. Okay, what happens next is you go to the account, you click the send button. Then you send it to yourself if you want to cancel it. Then you enter 0 ETH. 0 ETH. Okay, I'm here in Kovan. If you do this on mainnet, there will be ETH. If you do it on Polygon, there will be Matic. Okay, 0, whatever, to yourself. Hit next. And there you go to the confirmation screen. And when you scroll down, you have the custom nonce. So what you want to enter there is the nonce from the transaction over here. And then you click confirm, and hopefully this transaction gets mined earlier than the previous one. So if you have a really low gas amount, okay, you can speed it up, or you can cancel it altogether. Please make sure, just as a reminder, when you have other transactions pending with a higher nonce, that you cancel them first. So those are all going to get mined once this one is mined. So make sure that you cancel the others first, and so on and so forth. But this is the way how you cancel transactions on Ethereum. It has helped me a lot of times already. And that's it. I will see you in the next lecture.